All right, next up we got Tommy with the last question.
Yeah, I was waiting on you. Um,
Oh, thanks for waiting.
um, so a lot of my questions have been answered, but first of all, I want to give my thank you to you. Shout out to you for being an inspiration on me and a lot of everybody growing up playing, trying to make it to the NBA. My question to you is, take me to 2011. Isaiah Thomas gets drafted to the NBA. You're growing up. Your dream is to make it to the NBA, playing 2K. Now you're drafted. What's going through your head?
So when I got drafted, so first off, I didn't think I was gonna. Obviously, I felt like I was gonna get drafted late first round, maybe if I could sneak in the beginning of the second round for sure, middle of the second round at the latest. I wasn't even thinking I would be the last pick. So the Lakers had 4 picks in the second round, right? They last pick might have been at like 54, 55. Once their pick was done, my mind first off was like, dang, I think it's over. Like, I think I'm not going to get drafted. I forgot that my first pre-draft workout was with the Sacramento Kings. So I forgot all about Sac. I'm like, dang, I don't think any of these teams, is going to pick me because I didn't work out for them. So, so when my agent called me, it was like pick 58. He's like, the Sacramento Kings going to pick you with the last pick. I'm like I went from, being sad to being happy so fast. And when I heard my name called, it was like, it didn't feel real for a long time, until I think I flew. I think after I got my name called, the next day I flew to Sacramento. The day after that, we had a press conference and all that. So it didn't feel real, until I was able to hold my jersey up and, take that picture. And I'm like I'm looking at my mom over there. I'm looking at my dad over there. I'm like, dang, I really just, accomplished something that I've been dreaming about since I was, I can't even remember. So like that was like the ultimate goal, the ultimate dream. And when I was able to do that, it was like, I don't know. I can't even explain the feeling. It was just, I was so happy and I was so just like felt accomplished. Like, dang, I did what, everybody thought I wouldn't.
Exactly.
And, I made it to the NBA. I got drafted. My name was called. And it just started, my story just started going up from there. Like, obviously, I deal with adversity all the time, but man, nobody can take getting drafted from me. Like, no matter what, I got drafted into the NBA. No matter what was going to happen in my career, I got drafted to the NBA, whether it was first or 60th. And I was able to be the last pick in the draft, and it was all she wrote after that. Like, it was a blessing. It was everything. It was everything you could think of, whatever your dream is, even if it is to the NBA. However you going to feel if you get drafted or when you get drafted, that's how I felt.
That's dope. And one more question. I got to close on this. We say your relationship with Kobe. What was your relationship with Nipsey Hussle?
So my relationship with Nipsey Hussle, which is my favorite, rap artist, I met Nipsey Hussle. I met Nipsey. I met him in 2009. So he came to Seattle. I was still in college. They had a show in Seattle. I got to meet him through social media, through Twitter. And then I met him after the show. Boom. Since that day, 2009, that's like been one of my closest friends. Like, not just, not just on the basketball tip, not just on the music tip, talk about life. Every time I'm in LA, I will go to the shop, meet up with him. I've been in the studio with him, all those things. So it's been like my relationship grew, I think, at the same time that our careers were growing. It was kind of like at the same time. Like when I became All-Stars, he was coming out with Victory Lap, coming out with his first album. So he's been, an inspiration to me. Obviously, he's been an inspiration to a lot of people around the world. But like I told you guys earlier, like slow grind, the marathon continues. I think I took that motto of a marathon, as a way of life. And that, resonated with me throughout my career, throughout my life, and during that time, we became closer and closer. So that was, one of my really good friends and somebody that inspired me a lot. And, he didn't even play basketball.